Hola y bienvenido nuevamente a tu clase de español. Hello and welcome back to your Spanish class. Today we are going to see the verb estar. Okay, we saw in the video number 5, the lesson number 5, the verb ser, right? Ser o estar is in English the verb to be. The thing is that in English it's not the same as in Spanish. In English it has both meanings in itself. Ser o estar. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are, you are, plural, right? But here we have to use these verbs in different contexts, and we have to deal with it, and it has a different conjugation, right? And is an irregular. They are irregular verbs, right? We have in Spanish, of course, regular verbs and irregular verbs. And this is an irregular verb. Ser is irregular and estar is also irregular. Why irregular? Because they change. You know, we have verbs, you know, that change the stem, right? The verb stem. When you conjugate them, they change that. And also the verb ending, right? And these verbs are like that. Unlike, you know, the modal verbs, the regular verbs, those verbs that end in ar, ar, er, er, or ir, er. These are regular verbs. And when you conjugate them, they remain the stem, the verb stem, and the verb ending, you know, don't change in the different verb tenses, you know. But the irregular ones, they really change, and that's when the little hard work, you know, comes into play. Okay, we have to practice them very much in order to master them. Okay, so let's see let's continue, you know, with the context in which the verb estar, and we have the conjugation right here. We're going to practice that now, and then we're going to put into practice, you know, we're going to put it in context, right, with this exercise over here. But how do you use the verb estar in Spanish? In which context? You know, we saw the context in which the verb ser is used in the lesson number 5, but here in the number 6 we have this context. We use the verb estar, usamos el verbo estar to refer to location or place, all right? You know that verbs, they express action, but they also express state or condition, all right? So this is the context in which we use estar. Locación o localización or place or lugar, all right? Location or place. Estado físico, physical state, like if you're tired, you say, I am tired. Yo estoy cansado, right? Ella está cansada. I am tired, she is tired. That's estar, right? Also, health state, right? When you talk about health condition or state, we use the verb estar, right? And we want to see that right here. For example, estoy enfermo, right? Estoy enfermo. I am sick, a little sick. That's health state. Another situation in which we use it is to talk about emotional state or mental state. We use it like that. Yo estoy triste. Estoy emocionado. I am excited. I am sad or happy. That we use the verb estar in this context too. But to talk about marital status, also we use the verb estar. And in this case, I need to stop because I put an asterisk over here, because you can use both in this case. So you can say, yo soy casado, for example, I am married, or yo estoy casado. Now the difference is the context. You know, remember, ser is to talk about permanent situation, right? Permanent situation. situations that do not change. Unlike estar is to talk about temporary or momentary situations that can change over time. So, but in the case of marital status, people are single now, but maybe later, they get married, or well, people are supposed to stay married when they get married. So you can say yo soy casado or yo estoy casado. If you say yo soy casado or ella es casada, right? That's like a permanent state. It's supposed to be like that when people get married, but sometimes people separate. So in this case, we can use both. Estoy casado, estoy divorciado or soltero, right? The single or divorced or married. You can use both depending upon the concept, whether it is a permanent situation or a temporary situation, all right? But when people get married, are supposed to stay together forever. So they're supposed to say, yo soy casado, right? Not single. With single, I would say, yo estoy soltero or soltera. That can change. That's a situation that you see that can change. It's temporary. That's why we use it like that. Now to talk about also idiomatic. We use it with idiomatic phrases. Usamos con frases idiomáticas like these ones that we have over here. Estar de acuerdo. To be in agreement. Estar de acuerdo. We use it like that. Nosotros estamos de acuerdo, right? Estamos de acuerdo. We are in agreement. Also, estar de pie, to be standing. The opposite of sitting, lo opuesto de sentado, right? Sentado. I am standing right now. I am standing. Yo estoy parado, right? Estar de camino, to be on one's way, right? I am on my way. Estoy de camino. I'm going. Estoy de camino, right? That's a phrasal, verb phrase. I would say estar de camino, right? A verb phrase. Estar de parto. That's another situation that when a woman is about to give birth, right? We say está de parto. Ella está de parto, right? She's, pregnant and she's in the point of giving birth. So, estar de parto and estar de vacaciones, right? Ellos están, that will be ellos, están de vacaciones. They are on vacation, right? These are the situations in which we use the verb estar, all right? So, let's see the conjugation, right, of this verb in the present, right? Simple present. As you call it in English, is simple present. In Spanish is presente, del indicativo, which is the same. Yo estoy, right? Tú estás, usted está, all right? And you have this accent mark there on the verb, the conjugated verb, because we have in Spanish rules, to mark the stress of words. We have different types of words. We have palabras agudas, right? Those have the stress, the marked stress in the last syllable, the stress syllable, the last one, and we mark it, when that word ends in vowel, in N or S. These are the aguda words, palabras agudas. We also have graves, palabras graves o llanas. Those have the stress in the next to the last syllable. And when we talk about syllabification, we count, backwards. You see, from the ending of the word backwards, right? So this one, está, you see, it ends on a vowel, so we have to put the accent mark there. But we also have palabras esdrújulas. Those have the stress in the third syllable, counting backwards, right? And you also have the sobre esdrújulas. These last two categories, they are always, we always put the accent mark on it, right? Always. But the first two that I mentioned, they are marked only when they have these endings, all right? Very important to know that. So I needed to point that out because here, you see, you have and we need to have a class for that in order for you to understand, to fully understand, you know, that's gonna be down the road in order to understand why we use the accent mark. It's very important. The verb estar has it. Not in all the cases, because, for example, here, yo estoy, that one doesn't have an accent mark, estoy, and this word is aguda, but it doesn't end, right, in a vowel. It doesn't end in en or s. That's why we don't mark, you see, the stress syllable here. So, yo estoy, tú estás, usted está, él, ella está. You see, we have the same conjugation for the second person singular, usted, which is formal, right? Él, ella, the same one, right? It will always be like that. Nosotros, nosotras, estamos. Vosotros y vosotras estáis. And this is used in Spain. I said that when we explain the verb ser in lesson number 5. Vosotros o vosotras. Ustedes, ellos o ellas. Ustedes, ellos o ellas están. So this is the conjugation in the present for the verb estar. All right. Well, I hope that you have understood the conjugation of the verb estar in the present, okay? Yo estoy, tú estás, usted está, él, ella está, nosotros, nosotras estamos, vosotros, vosotras estáis, right? This is used in Spain, remember. Ustedes, ellos o ellas están. And that is the conjugation of the verb estar in the present tense, a simple present tense, okay? Now, the context, we referred to it already. Now, we have this exercise over here in which we are going to use the correct conjugational form of the verb. Vamos a usar la forma conjugacional correcta del verbo estar, all right? We are going to complete the sentences with the correct conjugational form of the verb. Complete las oraciones con la forma conjugacional correcta del verbo estar. Okay. So depending upon the pronoun or the noun that we use, like él, tú, yo, Sofía, usted, mi carro, my car, nosotros, ella, depending on that, we are going to use the correct conjugational form. For example, the number one, the first, él, yes. Él está, él está. Él está en el trabajo en este momento. He is at work at this moment, all right? Él está, let me put the accent mark. Él está en el trabajo en este momento. What is that? What context is that? Location or place. Locación o lugar. That's why we use estar in this case. It is not possible to use ser. Él es. No, doesn't make any sense. Él está en el trabajo en este momento, right? He is at work at this moment. That's a place or location. Now, tú estás. Tú estás. Right? So, tú estás muy cansado. Debes dormir. You are very tired. You are tired. Well, very tired, yes. Tú estás muy cansado. Debes dormir. Debes is the auxiliary, the modal auxiliary in English, must. Okay. In Spanish, we have that one. Debes is a imperative, right? Debes dormir. Right? You must sleep, right? So, cansado is a physical state, right? You see? That's the context in which we use estar. Now, yo estoy, ¿cómo? How? Yo estoy un poco enfermo. I am a little sick. Estoy un poco enfermo. Me siento mal. I feel bad, right? Yo estoy un poco enfermo. What situation is that? It's a state of health, right? Estoy un poco enfermo. A little sick. Me siento mal. I feel bad. So, yo estoy. That's the present. Remember, this is the simple present tense of the verb estar. El presente simple del verbo estar. Sofía. Sofía is a third person, right? Sofía is ella, right? Sofía. So, ella está. Sofía está. Sofía está contenta, right? That's content, like happy, right? Sofía está contenta de estar aquí. Sofía is content or happy to be here. De estar aquí. Here we have the estar again, right? But in this case is the infinitive form. Contenta de estar aquí, right? Here. Very good. So, what is that? Contenta is an emotional state, right? We use it for mental or emotional state. Está contenta de estar aquí. Usted. Usted está. You know, it's the same for él, ella. Usted está, o ella está, o él está. So, usted, that's you, but respectfully, usted está. Usted está asustada. This is feminine because you see this asustada. You see the a in the adjective asustada. You know that in Spanish, adjectives that end in o, that's asustado is for masculine. Adjectives that end in a is for feminine, asustada. So this whoever is talking to this person, right, is talking to a woman, a female, right, or a girl, right? Usted está asustada. ¿Qué le pasa? What happens to you, right? ¿Qué le pasa? What happens to you? Usted está asustada. Asustada, what is it? A mental state. Asustada, scared, asustada. Now, mi carro. Mi carro is the third person. Third person. Mi carro está. My car is. Mi carro está dañado. Mi carro está dañado, which is damaged. Todavía, still, right? Mi carro está dañado todavía. My car is still damaged. Mi carro está dañado todavía. Dañado, what is that? Right, it's a state, right? It's a state, a condition. Mi carro está dañado. It wouldn't be possible to say, mi carro es dañado. Doesn't make any sense. I told you that the verb ser, estar, they are used in different contexts, all right? Very important to keep that in mind. So, nosotros estamos muy cómodos. Nosotros estamos muy cómodos aquí. We are very comfortable here. Nosotros estamos muy cómodos. Cómodos. You see the marked accent here? Cómodos. Because this word is esdrújula. You see, they have the stress syllable. Is the stress syllable, I should say, is the third. Cómodos. Cómodos has 3 syllables. Then the third, counting backward, is the one that has the stress. So this one is a esdrújula word. Okay? Palabras esdrújula. So, estamos muy cómodos is, of course, is a state, right? Like a physical state, right? Cómodos. We are, comfortable, right? Okay, so there we go. Let's continue. Ella, soltera y quiere casarse. Single and wants to get married. Ella está soltera. Ella está soltera y quiere casarse. Right? Well, está soltera o es soltera. Remember what I told you about the marital status, right? That can be, you can use both. Depends on the concept, that is in which is being used. So, está, right? Ella está soltera y quiere casarse and wants to get married. She is single and wants to get married. Vosotros, felices. Felices, that's happy, right? In the plural. And here again, we're taking into account the number and the gender. Vosotras estáis, that's vosotras. Vosotras estáis felices. Like you are happy, right? Estáis. Vosotras estáis felices. Eso me gusta. I like that. Eso me gusta. Right? Very good. So it's plural. The adjective is plural. And also the subject pronoun is plural. You see. And the verb too. So it's number and gender, right? And also the verb, they have to coincide, right? In gender, number, and person too, in the plural. So, let's continue. Ellos están de vacaciones. Ellos están de vacaciones. This is as we explained, a verbal phrase, right? Idiomatic. Están de vacaciones, on vacation. They are on vacations in Europe. Ellos están de vacaciones en Europa, right? On vacation is a idiomatic phrase. Now, ustedes, again, ustedes están en camino. You are on your way. I suppose, supongo, right? Ustedes están en camino. You are on your way. I suppose, supongo. In here, remember not remember, but in Spanish, when we use the conjugation of verbs, we can omit the subject pronouns, right? If it is already understood. For example, here, when I say supongo, I am omitting the pronoun I. I should say, or I can say, yo supongo. But in English, it is not possible to do that. But in Spanish, we can do that. Supongo, I suppose, right? Ustedes están en camino. Yo supongo. Supongo. I can omit I in that case, right? Maritza, third person singular. Maritza, ella está. Maritza está. Maritza está de parto. She is about to give birth, right? She has a big belly. She's pregnant, and she's in the last stages of her pregnancy. So, Maritza está de parto. Está, here again, we omitting the pronoun she because it's already mentioned. Maritza está de parto está en el hospital. She is, I omitted here. She is in the hospital. Está en el hospital. Okay? So, nosotros, nosotras, 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 estamos. Nosotras estamos tristes. That's sad, right? That's an emotional state, right? That's the context. Emotional state. Nosotras estamos. Estamos tristes por su pérdida. For your loss. Nosotras estamos tristes por su pérdida. We are sad because of your loss. Yeah, that's maybe somebody died, right? Or something happened, a tragedy or something. Nosotras estamos tristes por su pérdida. So there you go. Ellas están, right? Ellas están de pie, standing. Ellas están de pie, esperando su turno, waiting for their turn. Ellas están, they are standing, waiting for their turn. Ellas están de pie, esperando su turno. So these are all the context, all the situations or the full context, I would say, in which we use estar, or the different situations, right? Ellas están de pie esperando su turno. Vosotros, finally, we have here vosotros. Vosotros, in the conjugational form for vosotros, la forma conjugacional para vosotros es estáis. Remember, if this is in Spain, we use ustedes. Everywhere else, we use ustedes. But in Spain, they use vosotros or vosotras. They use it instead of ustedes. Okay? So, vosotros estáis. Vosotros estáis de acuerdo en casi todo. You are in agreement in almost everything. Casi, almost. En casi todo. Everything, todo. Sounds like the expression in English, to see eye to eye. They seem to see eye to eye in everything. Vosotros estáis, o ellos están, they see eye to eye in everything. Vosotros estáis de acuerdo en casi todo. All right. There you have, my dear friends, the use of the verb estar in the simple present tense. Okay, the conjugation, right? I hope you have assimilated that, right? Yo estoy, tú estás, usted está, él está, ella está, nosotros, nosotras estamos, vosotros, vosotras estáis, no, ustedes, ellos y ellas están, right? Used in this context. If you want to know the other side of the coin, which is the verb ser, right? And its context in which it is used, you can go to the lesson number 5. So thank you very much. I hope you have understood it, and if you think that this class is contributing to your learning process of the Spanish language, please subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and share the video so we can expand the community who is studying English, which is studying English with us. So I will see you in the next lesson.